Tribe and also our youth baseball talk contributor with YBMcast. We got the Raleigh Siders out here. Illinois Gators, Coach Jay's team, we're both familiar with his squad. He's got a good squad. And they're hitting the ball around out here, aren't they?
Just a little bit, right? They're barreling up some baseballs right now. That's for sure.
Parker Wolf just hit one to the fence. They're scoring a lot of runs. You guys just finished off your game against the Indy Clutch. It's a game you needed.
Absolutely. Yep.
You tied the Midwest Gamblers out of East Peoria, Illinois. Talk a little bit about.
They're from Indiana. That Midwest Gamblers team was from Indiana. Actually, they compete with the Clutch quite often.
Okay. I thought it was East Peoria. My fault. Well,
but the coach at least said that they were from Indiana. So we're having a conversation with the coach. I think I looked at the same thing and thought maybe East Peoria or Moline or something like that, but he said Indiana.
Okay. I don't know where Peoria is. Is it close to the border there?
No, I mean it's northern Illinois, but it's south of Chicago. So I mean, I actually don't know how far it is from Indiana.
I don't either, bud. I
go to Peoria all the time. I go through Bloomington, Illinois, and Normal all the time, Effingham to go up to Indiana, Terre Haute, stuff like that. Two different directions. I think it kind of splits. I don't know.
Yeah, we try and check our stuff here and make sure we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't want to take nothing. Don't get me wrong, Coach. Okay. Anyway, we're going to leave that one alone. We'll come back to it. But you guys had tied the Midwest Gamblers. You were 0-1. Indy had won. They were 1-0. This keeps you toward the top of the bracket, doesn't it?
It does. And looking at the bracket, it's going to be an interesting one, because obviously you're going to want to put yourself in a position. What's going to be tough is we'll probably end up a 3-4 seed is my guess. I'm assuming there's going to be a couple teams finish 2-0. Only giving up 6 runs in the tournament should help us. I hope. I don't want that 4 seed because that 4-5 matchup is going to be a really tough one.
Yeah.
Against two good teams, and looking at it now, it's going to be another, maybe an Indy Clutch team or that Gamblers team again, and both teams were really pretty good. We just obviously today 1-0 ball game is pretty good at 14U but I think they can swing it. Their top half of the lineup was good. We just made better pitches today. But that 4-5 could be a tough matchup tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, folks. We've got Titus Fisher. Titus, we just watched you throw a complete game shutout, one hitter against the Indy Clutch, man. Congratulations. Great game.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It was fun to watch. What was the emotions going through the game? It kind of you had a couple of errors that kind of pushed you, but talk to us a little bit about that.
I just stayed calm, and I knew I could just trust my defense so I could get the next one and just pitch and let the less do the work.
Just pitch, right? What were you throwing there? I know you're working a fastball. What are your pitches you were throwing there, buddy?
Fastball, changeup, slider.
Fastball, changeup, slider. I really like the fact that you would go in, especially on those right-handed batters.
Yeah.
Is that part of? Is you really focus on that during the game?
Yeah, I see some kids are crowding the plate more, so I go inside, and so they
get up right there. They got the toes on that line, right?
Yeah.
You don't mind hitting somebody then, I guess.
Nah.
And so I thought it was interesting, the one inning where it kind of got a little dicey, had a couple of errors there.
Yeah.
What was your mindset?
I just wanted to throw strikes, and if they got hits, they got hits.
Yeah.
Just kept going.
Can you tell us what Coach Mitch said to you when he walked out there on the mound?
He just said deep breaths because I tend to rush a lot, and it ends up in balls. So he just told me deep breaths.
Very good, very good. So you guys now are 1-0-1. Looking to get into those bracket plays. You guys got another game today?
Nah.
It's tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
So very good, very good. I really like that. Coach is going to come in and photobomb you there.
It's 1,500 pounds, not 8 pounds of meat, by the way.
I didn't say it. That was Malik.
Coach wanted to get that one in there, didn't he? That was back from the old skills competition. You guys were giving him some grief, right?
Yeah.
Hey, great game today, young man. Pitched your butt off. It was a lot of fun to watch. You ought to be proud of that one. Congrats.
Thank you.
I think the teams are really competitive overall. top to top 8, I guess. There's some teams that are struggling this weekend, but that weather should be nice tomorrow. I think we're supposed to be in the mid 80s with a little less humidity than today, so hopefully for that long day of baseball. 'Cause you get in that silver bracket, you're playing till 7 o'clock at night if you want to go through that and win that silver bracket.
Wow.
So you don't want to lose.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we were looking at that. I don't know if it's going to happen, and this is what's tough. We've been struggling with the feed. We're not getting good. We're not getting good transmission on for the live feed. So
is that from the wind?
No, it's just
volume of people, cell phones, things like that. I don't know how to.
Well, but it's not different than any other place that we're at.
Fair.
Volume
of
right. People and things like that. It's just reception. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't.
Fair enough.
Right?
I leave that to you, smart people. I'm just here for the good looks of the show.
Yeah, Sunday, it might be less people, and that might help.
It will be a heck of a lot less people because Sunday, I think there's only like 4 games on Sunday or something like that. Most of the tournament will be wrapped up on Saturday.
Absolutely. You're just playing. I like the way they did that, too, because Championship Sunday, you're playing in the morning. People can get done, where they want to go tomorrow. Monday's 4th of July.
Right, yep.
If you want to get in your car and just truck it back home, you're home for the barbecue and blowing stuff up.
Yeah, hopefully, in the air, not hands and things like that. For me, I'm hoping that it gives me an opportunity to head down to Valmeyer and watch my old men's team play down in the 4th of July Classic down there on Monday. So I'm hoping to have that chance.
Yeah.
As obviously an alum of playing in the league, it's one of the coolest tournaments to play in as an adult is down there. I mean, they'll have 2,000-3,000 fans down there for 4th of July watching adult baseball. It is such a good time. It is such a good time. If you got nothing going on and you live on that side, Waterloo or Jeffco area, head on over there if you ain't playing down here.
There you go. We talk a lot of youth baseball, and as Mitch does, the show with us. We were over in the E-Quad yesterday. We'll probably be back over there a little bit more tomorrow, watching some games, doing some more stuff. I think it's interesting looking at the landscape. We're seeing teams from Indiana, Illinois, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky. I think Dave said there was nine different states represented.
Yeah, I think I was watching that show. I thought maybe he might have hit 10. I think he might have hit double digits in that event, of 10 states. And I think Tennessee was. I thought maybe he said something about Louisiana, but I could be wrong.
Really, I hadn't seen that. So
maybe then I was wrong. I could have been thinking about my other teams. Yeah.
Might have been a younger group.
Right.
I'm not sure. But I love that we're getting that kind of draw in a World Series up here. And, a lot of the kids we were talking to in the skills competition, Justin, tell you that, Kentucky, Arkansas.
I love the twang.
Yeah.
The twang.
I love the down south, man.
Definitely we're coming up to the microphone. I was like, these boys ain't from Missouri.
And it was.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I thought he was going to do it.
Oh, tough.
I love a good throw on a run.
Yep.
Definitely from that third baseman.
It was hilarious because Coach Perkins, he said, well, you can tell automatically where they're from.
Yeah, right?
It wasn't bad. It's just true, man.
Oh, they got the draws. I think you were telling the story about the Georgia lady.
Oh, man.
That draw down there. Did you get the northern part of Georgia, too?
Oh, my goodness.
They got some twang.
It's long and drawn out.
Right.
And I had no clue, bless her heart. And she laughed. I didn't take nothing personal, So I said, I'm sorry. I can't understand a word you're saying. We're still speaking English.
That's why you just said to talk to text. You just text you today's standard. Just text your phone. We'll get it fixed.
Exactly. Okay, guys, we just watched the Tribe win a ball game, and I got these fellows over here because they want to do some trivia, win some baseball cards. So are you guys Cardinal fans?
Yeah.
Red Sox? Royals? Cardinals?
Yeah,
Cardinals. So you guys got to talk a little bit louder for me because the microphone's all the way over there. Do that for me? All right. So how good are you with Cardinal trivia?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna start with the old. We're gonna start with an easy one. We think is easy. Level 1, yeah. How many Gold Gloves did the Cardinals win in 2021?
Arenado, Bader, Edmund, Goldschmidt, O'Neal. I don't think Yachty didn't get one. No, 5.
5?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Say it loud.
5.
He would be correct. And you got them all right.
Yeah.
Very good. Good job, Mr.
Good team.
Ellis. I love that. You working with Coach over there on the trivia, right? No, okay. All right. We're gonna go back in the old school machine. You guys ready for this? You sure?
Yeah.
You guys, how many World Series appearances did the Cardinals have in the 1980s? In the 1980s. This is the Wayback Machine trivia question.
They played the Red Sox and a few. I think the Tigers in one.
Talk loud.
You guys want to guess 3? World Series appearances in 1980?
In the 80s, yes.
3.
3?
Yeah.
That would be correct.
I'm a great guesser.
Do you know the years?
He
What?
knows.
1985's Kansas City Royals. That's it? Anybody else? They won in 1982 against their nemesis in the Central Division today. No. Milwaukee Brewers. Cubs ain't no nemesis. They barely win.
I agree with that statement.
Milwaukee Brewers in 82, they beat them. 85 was against the Royals. And that was the old Dinkinger call. And then 1987, do you guys know who Kirby Puckett is?
I've heard of him.
Oh, my goodness, you guys are killing me. Go get some baseball history. Kirby Puckett was a dude. Minnesota Twins. They lost to the Minnesota. That's when they played in the Baggy. The old dome, Metrodome.
I remember the catch that he had on the wall.
Yeah.
Kirby Puckett.
Yeah, so go check that stuff out. Good job, 85. All right, one last one. We're going to go big time with the hit streak. This is non-Cardinal. We're going to test baseball acumen. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Who holds the record for the longest game hit streak in MLB history?
I know the no-hit streak.
No. Who holds the record for the longest hit streak per games? Games. I probably didn't say that well, but you guys able to.
Yeah, we got it. I remember
I have, I don't know.
There's someone that's I've never heard of before.
Played a long time ago.
It was 50-something games.
How many?
50-something.
That's correct. Okay. Played for. I'll give you this. It was in the 40s. No.
No.
No, that'll give it away. No. Do you guys know who Joltin' Joe is? Oh,
No.
you're kidding me. This and honestly, we've been asking this game, and I'm talking with the guys. Really, you guys should go check this guy out because he's one of the most untalked about and probably one of the, I'd say, top 5 baseball players of all time, and that is Joe Dimaggio. He was the center fielder.
Yeah.
Center fielder for the New York Yankees. It's Mickey Mantle took over when Joe retired. But Joe Dimaggio was unbelievable. He hit safely in 56 straight games. You guys know how hard it is to hit safely in one game, let alone 56, right? But he did that in 56 straight games. That's impressive. Now you learned something, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the Tribe, we'll get you some cards over here, though, fellas, for the effort. What? Oh, do you want to do that one? All right, we'll give you one more. What year did Mark McGuire, Big Mac, break the single-season home run record?
It was the year I was born. I'm 23 years old.
Oh, if you can do math,
1999.
you would get an F in arithmetic as well.
Well, actually, it was your birthday. My birthday's not ready now.
That's true.
So he turns 24 this year.
Yeah.
1998.
1998. They didn't get that one. You gave them that was it. Yeah, 1998. So good job, guys. Good job. You learned something today, right?
Yeah.
Congrats to your tribe. 1-0-1. Get ready for tomorrow. Good luck to you, fellas.
Thank you.
But it's been some good baseball. It's really showing well for not only, I think that there's the AAA major groups, but there's a lot of really good AA teams in this tournament.
Yeah, I think so, and like everything that we've talked about up to this point as a show with the perspective and things that we've been doing about depth between AA and AAA, and for us it's that in our team. It's the depth, it's the IQ, things that we've always talked about. Obviously, athleticism plays, but you can be an athlete without having the IQ, right? And you can be an athlete without having depth on a team to present a good run in AAA. Because obviously they still make mistakes.
Yes.
Right? Guys at the major level, guys at the high school level, guys that play college baseball, we've seen it make a ton of mistakes. Guys at the big leagues, it's obviously a lot less at those age groups. But, that's what I'm seeing the difference. And we're going to challenge our boys to compete in a AAA tour. That's what we're going to do to wrap up our season. I don't know how it's going to be, but I feel like as long as we do the simple things consistently, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Make routine plays. If you make the exceptional play, great, but at the end of the day, routine has got to be made. Simple.
Mitch, and this is something we talk about, and there's a lot of kids, and it goes back and forth, and I think there's people that,
He wants that one. He got hit earlier.
He turned on that.
He did.
He
Sounded
turned
good.
on that.
I'm sure you
Yeah,
got that on a microphone.
We
sounded
probably
good.
did because it popped. What is that, 320 down the line?
320. We had a kid over here on this. I don't know if you were paying attention. I was in the dugout over here, the field behind us, that got that Vandy. They got that Vandy color uniform. I don't know, it's the camo top, that dark green or whatever.
Yeah.
That young man hit it about 40 feet over that fence. It's a 300-footer. He's a 13U. Absolutely smashed the baseball.
That's awesome.
I was like, let's go, young man.
Go check it out. We got it. I got the feed up on our Twitter account yesterday. U.S. Nationals kid, Adam Pate, 250 to center field, 11-year-old.
Oh, let's go.
He crushed it.
That's a tank.
And
Is he a big kid?
Adam wasn't really just a big kid, was he? No, he wasn't. Just put a great swing on it. Probably hit it 260, 265.
Oh, let's go.
I love that. See what he got here. We're watching.
Oh, a little change piece.
Oh, I like that inside-out swing. Shot it into the gap, into right field, scoring some runs here.
Yeah, they're putting it on him pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, this is getting away from this Tigers team.
Yeah, you could see some unhappy campers over there, Coach. I know that feeling. I don't forget that I lost 22-0 once.
Yeah.
Humble, though. It humbles you real quick to make sure that you are, when you're feeling good and you walk into a game, in a championship game, you go get beat down 22-0. It brings you back to earth real quick when you're riding that high. But I like this dude's glasses. I'm not going to lie. This kid on the bump, the pitcher for the Tigers. I love the look.
Yeah.
I love it's the flat bill, with the glasses on. It's like
got
their
the horn
regular
rims.
glasses. Yeah.
Looks
I
like
love
he's
it.
from the 60s.
Yep. got the knickers on, everything. He's got the high socks. I mean, they're still playing too. That's what you got to respect about the Tigers. They're still trying to compete.
Yeah. Yeah,
They're not giving up. They're just unfortunately that's a good hitting team over there that Yates has.
Yes. And if honestly, we talk about these are the things that we discuss especially in the AA level. And when you're talking about teams, you can get it put on you pretty quickly. What talent level, depth, those types of things. And you know, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You can't look anymore at the name on the jersey.
Correct.
I mean, probably 15 years ago, if you had a prospects team walk in, a gamers team walk in or whatnot, kids went,
You're in
right?
trouble. Yeah, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
I still think that for the most part, you still have that. I think at the AA level, you see quite a few more teams, and so you feel confident walking into that ball was smoked.
That was a shot
Yes, it was.
in the gap. These guys are getting ready to play some ball. We're watching the Illinois Gators, Rawlings Tigers. Guys, how we doing today?
Pretty good.
Doing great. How are you?
I look good, baby.
Yes, you do.
Thank you. I was rocking the glasses. I see a lot of Oakleys around here. You guys like Oakleys? You're a Rawlings type of guy? Okay. All right. Sweet. Nike? Yeah, all right. Yeah, you got the Nikes working.
Yep.
All right. Got a little bit of different here. I like the unis, guys. Good look here. I like
Thank
that.
you.
How's your season going?
It's going good. This is the last tournament, summer.
Last tournament?
Yep.
Have you guys won a couple?
No. We got like second in like 3 or 4, but
Hey, you know what? That's better than last place, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
I'll take that, right?
We got to win one before it's over, though.
Okay, this would be a good time to do it, right?
yeah.
Yes, it would.
How do you guys think you're looking to set up for a championship run here?
Pretty good.
Good.
You got the pitching?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The pitching. We got 0 runs against. I know.
0 runs against, that's it. So you're looking good for that 1 seed. Depends. Who you guys playing next here?
The Gamblers.
The Midwest Gamblers. So that'll be interesting. All right, so we got these guys over here. We got baseball cards to give away here. Who's a trivia fan?
Easton.
Who's a Cardinal fan? All right. Do you guys really believe you know good Cardinal trivia?
Sort of.
Sort of.
Sort of.
How long do you watch the games? Do you go and sit down and watch the games?
Most part.
Sometimes. Okay. All right. So then we'll start with an easy one.
Okay.
What was the last year the St. Louis Cardinals won the World Series?
What is 2011?
Thank you, Jeopardy. I love it. He's correct. That's correct. Good
job,
shot out
Max.
there, bro. So we're going to go a little harder. You guys ready for this one? If that ball that's down. Oh, it got past him. Uh-oh. We're rounding some bases here, fellas. Because these guys are starting to come back because they scored a lot of runs. Because I think they scored 17 runs in the 1 inning. The Gators did, yeah.
Are they winning right now?
They're still ahead, but the Tigers are come back. They've scored I think they've scored 8 runs the last couple innings I've seen. So I don't know what the score is, but they're not giving up. Got to give them that. All right, first year. The first year the Cardinals won the World Series.
Oh, that's a good one. 1939.
It's a good guess. It's a good guess. Anybody?
1940.
62. No.
I believe they won in 62, but it wasn't the first year. If you invert those numbers, that's absolutely correct. First year the Cardinals won the series was 1926. Now, I'm going to ask you guys this one. Let's see if you know a little bit of history here. What was the other team that played in St. Louis?
Yeah,
The St. Louis Browns. What year did the St. Louis Browns and St. Louis Cardinals meet in the World Series?
1942.
Close. That's good. That was close. It was during World War II. So that was 1944. You were all around it. All around it. And the Cardinals beat the St. Louis Browns in what was called the Trolley Car Series. So there you go, learning something a little bit here, right? So we'll come back up a little bit here. This is one of our good ones here. How many Gold Gloves did the St. Louis Cardinals win in 2021?
5.
One more. Oh, yeah, 5.
3.
4. Neil, Bader.
5.
He's like, guys, I got it. It was 5. But who did you guys name?
Arenado, Bader, O'Neill, Edmund,
Goldschmidt.
and Goldschmidt.
That's correct. Very good, fellas. Good job. You guys are good. You guys want to go for a big one?
Yes. Sure. Of course.
All right. Should we go with the hit streak one? The hit streak one? All right. Who holds the record in MLB history for the longest game hit streak? How many games in a row?
26.
I said who holds it?
No.
Cardinals this year? MLB.
MLB. The MLB in history. The longest consecutive game hit streak in MLB history. Get a lifeline. I like this one because a lot of people don't know that, and you guys, when I say this, you may or may not know him. He was a Yankee. I'll give you that. Who's that? Joe Dimaggio. There you go. Once I gave him a little lifeline there. Who knows who Jolton Joe Dimaggio? You guys ever heard of him?
Heard of it. Mm-hmm.
What? Go look up Joe Dimaggio, guys. He's probably one of the top 5 baseball players of all time. And nobody talks about Joe Dimaggio. That's why. Listen, what's your longest consecutive game hit streak? How many games have you hit safely consecutively? Maybe 5?
30.
You didn't hear it.
I'm on like a 9-game hit streak right now.
A 9-game hit streak. When you get to 56, give me a jingle.
That's a lot.
Number 2? I don't know.
Ventura, right?
Robin Ventura? No, he's not. Oh,
I think Ventura came close.
Pete Rose has got is number 2 in consecutive game hit streak. 46. It is. That makes sense. We asked. Now this is gonna kill you guys here. We asked a group of 11-year-olds yesterday how many hits Pete Rose has in history, and most people don't know that. And this 11-year-old answered that yesterday. I was impressed. He won the Pete Rose cards though, so there you go. We got to let Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let Pete in. Does anybody know how many hits Pete Rose has in history in his career? Close. That's close. He's at 4,256. That's Pete Rose's record. That's how many hits Pete Rose has. Charlie Hustle, go check him out. Go play like Charlie Hustle. Guys, thanks. You go bet like him.
Yep.
Don't bet like him, right? Hey, St. Louis Thunder, good luck the rest of the way, fellas.
Thank you.
You know that's that -5 they're swinging.
Yeah, right.
It sounds so good.
Is that a -5?
Yeah,
Are
my
they swinging?
boys get mad at me because I make them swing -3s.
Absolutely.
We swing BB cores trying to prepare them for high school. I get a few kids that are a little mad at me, because we can hit baseballs a little bit further with these -5s and the 5/8 barrel, whatever. That thing is massive. It feels good on the ego, man. But I'm like, hey, go to high school and start swinging those -3s. See if you're prepared.
Okay, there's a good question. Let's talk about, and that's your approach to that. Big kid like this here, right?
You got to hustle, young man. Sorry. Sorry. That's not my place.
Big kid like this, I think he was swinging a -3. I thought I saw that was -3. All right, and I see that. I don't have a problem at 14U, some of the smaller kids, not developed, swinging the -5.
Yeah, I could buy that. I mean, obviously, you don't want a kid swinging a 33-30 when that bat starts swinging them.
Right.
I have young men who are small. I have a small team in general, and so when those kids are swinging -3s, they swing. The bat swings them.
And that's a fair thing. I don't have a problem with what you're doing. I don't. I don't have a problem either way.
Well, I don't care if you did anyways.
I know that. But we're talking. But this is the conversation, right?
100. I mean, we have to have it, right?
But
we talk about it all the time.
I prefer, and this is what I think. I think it would do these kids better, confidence-wise, if they could swing a bat that fit their physical capabilities a little bit more. And you got a bigger kid like we just saw there. He is swinging -3. I think this young man, that looks like -3.
It might be a -5.
That might be
looks like a
-5.
32.
Yep. That might be -5 right
It's got
there.
a big old barrel on it.
Yeah. And that's okay. He's a little slider. He's got tight, but he's a little taller, but he's a little slider.
It's okay. I'm not hating on anybody to do
No,
this.
no.
I just want to prepare my guys.
We're just talking. And
They are finding every single hole.
yes, they are.
They're finding every no man's land. There's bloops.
That's
Just-
-3 right
Will you listen for it? You'll know the difference.
Yeah, I think
You'll
so.
hear it.
And that's just what I think. And I think you can still get the confidence, get in the weight room, get some muscle. You're going to turn 15, and then swing the -3.
Hey, speaking of muscle, that last game with the kid from the Indy Clutch, their starting catcher. Did you notice how jacked he was?
Oh yeah,
That boy was put together.
Palmer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
boy was put together. He come
Yeah.
after the game. I walked by him. I said, "Nice job, young man." I said, "More than anything, I like the way you're built." He looked at me kind of weird. I guess maybe I shouldn't have said it that
Yeah.
way, but I'm looking at him
was-
like, "Dude," I said, "You got to play football, right?" He goes, "Oh yeah, big time football
Yeah.
player." I said, "Dude, you're put together. Like you're strong." Like he looks like a 16-year-old kid. All he needs is a mustache.
he's athletic too.
Right.
He was athletic. He's blocking. He did a great job behind the plate.
Yep.
Helped his pitcher out on a few of those.
Uh,
He really did. He really
I'm
did.
just smiling.
I know, and they can see you.
Okay.
We're on camera.
Well, I can see that we're on camera. I'm just gonna smile.
There you go.
So it's a warm day.
It's a warm day.
Definitely some balls and strikes that got stolen, right?
Oh, I thought the Blue did a good job.
He did. I will say this: the one thing that we've always asked as coaches, right, is just stay consistent,
Yeah.
so that your team can build, right? And I
Yeah.
think that's what happened. He liked the ball down today.
Yes, he did, and that's the thing. I thought he did. I think the guy's done a good job.
Oh man, for these
I've
guys,
seen guys do a lot worse in those respects, and these are a lot of bloops. But these guys have hit the ball to the fence, but now they're dropping balls in front
Yeah.
of them, and it's
because the pitcher
just-
is making some pitches. I think they're just kids are size. They got size. Look at this dude's forearms.
But I'm going back here. I'm going to go back to this Parker Wolf. He was one of our top award winners, Arch
The
Madness.
kid hitting.
Yeah. Oh, I don't blame the pitcher. You know what? I'm tired of y'all hitting. I'm just going to stick one in your ear hole.
Pretty sure he didn't do that on purpose.
I know he didn't, but I love that. It's like,
Just let him eat. Let him eat.
just
Hey, maybe he got the old middle finger sign. They are running it up on him.
oh mercy. But anyway, I'm going back to my -5. I think it should leave the swing, get comfortable with your swing, get your mechanics. Swinging a bat, you're comfortable with, you can swing right, and that's what I think about these things. I mean, getting ready for high school.
Keep him close, coach. One at a time.
There you go. Oh, yeah, that's
Get him
right.
out. Just get
That's
the
all
out.
right.
Get
That's
the
all
out.
right. Get the out.
There you go.
There you go. Coach, he wasn't trying to run it up.
Yeah,
He stopped. He gave the stop sign.
this is one of the things that always are interesting to me is when do you start the station to stations, that's a lot of run scores.
Okay, Mitch. You know me.
I do.
I'm this guy. And
He
people
says I'm this guy.
I am this guy. You can ask that kid right there. I believe in sportsmanship, but if you cannot stop me, I'm going to score. That's up to you. That's competition. People go, oh, well, you can't just beat those people into the ground. I'm going to save as much pitching as I can. This is a World Series. This is an event that you're going to play, could be up to 7 games.
Yep.
And I cannot be this guy that just says, I feel sorry for those. I'm not that guy.
I get it. I'm not either. But there's also a part of me that when the game gets to a certain level, right? Mm-hmm. And you're in a position where ball squirts off a glove or something that gets to 3 or 4 feet, and we're still trying to push the envelope.
No, he wasn't.
I'm not
what I agree.
I'm not talking
I agree.
about this play here. I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah.
Like the backstop stuff. I don't want to keep beating up on that. Like
I
want to earn now. I changed the game to earn it. Right. If
Yes.
if I have the bases loaded and the guy hits the ball off the wall, I want everybody to score.
Yeah.
But if I'm not going to push the guy to get a home run because they're not making their throws.
Agreed.
I'm gonna hold them up, make the right play happen. So I'm not a stat guy, but it's just a fine line, right? Like
it is.
what is still competitive, right, and still not trying. Because at the end of the day, I'll tell you this much: when Basta beat us 22-0, I had an emotional moment. Right, I was like, at some point, we're not competitive. I was like, can you just stop? And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, you know what? No, rub it, do it more, because I wanted my team to learn.
Yes.
I wanted my team to be I almost cussed, upset, and to maybe a little bit motivate them. We went out and played the very next time we played. We finished second again and played a Naturals team. We lost 4-3. That's a great ball game, right? You can't be upset about that. But what they've learned is when they had the bases loaded, not to give in.
That's
Keep
right.
competing, and I think that 22-0 needed to happen.
If a team beats you 22-0, that's on you. Not the other team for. They just run up the score. Why don't you stop me?
Yeah, well, we got to make our pitches right. I mean, that's what happened yesterday. We had a good arm throwing yesterday to start the game, but they just hit. They hit the ball where we weren't standing, and they ended up going up 5-0 in that first inning on us. We came back and tied 6-6. So that tells you about the rest of my arms come in and shut that down, and we have obviously had a chance to play.
This is a little perspective right here. I'm not afraid to talk about these. If somebody has a problem with what I said, that's fine. I'm not mad at you, and you can hold your opinion. This is what I think. And because in sport today, we've crossed over into this, as you said, this fine line, this murkiness of, you can't, feeling sorry for people. Well, I don't want people to feel sorry for me because I'm getting beat up. I want somebody to say, hey, how are we going to get better?
Yeah.
If you're sitting around feeling, it always, I've never seen it always reminds me of the poem I saw in the movie G.I. Jane.
I don't remember a poem in G.I. Jane.
Yeah. It was the one character.
Here we go.
The
Look, they're still swinging it. See, this is what I love. Like.
Yeah, the Tigers.
This is what I love about baseball.
There you go. That's right.
Come on, big fella. He's trucking. Look at him trucking.
There you go. You don't be done. Go out and swing the bat.
You still got something to play for.
But I never seen.
Even if it's ego, right? You still have something to play for.
I never seen a wild thing sorry for itself.
I know what the one you're talking about now.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good scene, too, by the way.
I love that.
Yeah.
I never seen a wild thing sorry for itself.
Is this after she breaks his nose?
I think so. Yeah, because it was in that book. Yeah.
It was towards the end. Yeah, I remember him walking out. That he was in his white.
Is in his whites, his dress whites.
Yeah, dress whites.
That was great because, don't give up.
Has the same thing that I think he started the next class with that, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to home.
That's what
listen, I'm going to go home and watch G.I. Jane now. I love that. I love that movie for many reasons.
He started that. He started that from at the beginning of that. That was to me. That was just an interesting, takeaway from that is if you're going to sit around, and that's life and death stuff right there.
Hmm? Oh
right?
yeah.
This is just a baseball game.
Just a baseball game.
So we need to take these lessons of things. Don't sit around feeling sorry for yourself. If this team is beating you up, it's up to you to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, you got to respond. It just comes down to pride because you might see this team again in bracket, so you might as well just gain some pride and show them that you still care. But I want to go back to this quote thing. Why aren't we talking about Demi Moore?
Because we're talking baseball.
But we're adults. And we got to keep our adult fans happy as well.
Oh, dude. No. Get out of here.
We need to let the kids watch them. Our 14 I love that movie, by the way. I really do like G.I. Jane.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie.
Well,
I don't mind
I like war movies and stuff and things like that and, underdog kind of story.
Yeah.
I feel like Demi Moore's character was the
There's
underdog.
parts of it I don't agree with. There's parts of it I thought were very, very.
Oh man, there's a lot of things I don't agree with movies in from
absolutely.
the past.
But
Holy
you know,
smokes.
it was an interesting movie, and that is one of the things I took from because, you know, when he did that, I never seen a wild thing, and you know, we talked.
You think that's an underdog kind of story, like
in a sense?
Yeah.
In a sense, yeah. I mean, it was like, you know, nobody believes that this can be done. You know, I don't know. I'm talking about, but here's the thing: you're down.
They scored 17 last inning.
Okay, they scored 17. Oh, that's a nice
Play.
catch. Missouri State was up 11-0 on Oklahoma State. They lost that game 29-15. Am I right, Justin? In that regional final
This
game.
year?
This year.
I did
Mo
not-
State had them.
How did I not pay
11-0.
attention to that?
And lost that game 29-15.
Did you watch it live, or did you just watch the
No.
highlights?
Oh, I was down in it was during the state championships.
Oh,
I was
gotcha.
down there.
Yeah,
Justin's the one that told me about it. He goes, Dad, because I heard the score. It was 11-0. I'm driving to the ballpark. It was 11-0.
Holy smokes! Oh, that ball.
Oh, that's a nice hit. See, there you go. These guys,
Hey,
that's what I'm talking about.
I want to add something else to this because I mean, not that it's normal, but how about the lefty catcher at 14U?
Oh, I just noticed. I didn't notice that.
It's when he caught that first inning, I was like, let's go. I was like, are they hurting for catching? And then I saw him receive and then throw, and I was like, no, that boy got some skill.
There's the other one, you know, lefty catcher. Who's going to be the first one? Will MLB even allow that?
I'm trying to figure out if college will ever allow it.
Right?
Will he catch in high school?
No, probably not.
Let the hat go, young man.
There's too much. There's too much, in my opinion, of those things that are too old school.
I'm with you.
Right?
I'm with you. Oh,
And
yeah,
it
100% of the time.
Just not going to happen.
Yeah, you always – I mean, they stereotype athletes left and right, right? I mean,
Right.
if you're a big kid, you're only going to play a corner. You're never going to be a shortstop. Okay, backtrack here a little bit. O'Neal Cruz, 6'7", shortstop,
Where?
Pittsburgh Pirates.
The Pirates?
6'7".
No
Is he
kidding.
6'7" or was he 6'7" or 6'10"? 6'7". Justin's going to look that up for us.
Wow. I did not know that.
So his, I think, first day up in the big leagues, he throws one across the diamond like 90-something plus miles an hour. Is the hardest throw across the infield. And then his last couple of homers that he's hit's like 115s. He's 6'7". 6'7".
Athletic.
Mountain. Yeah, but he's a shortstop. You never see that.
No.
You see it in a corner or corner outfield position, maybe even center field. But even then, when is the last time you saw a kid over 6'6" in center field or in the outfield?
Never. Aaron Judge. That's about it, right?
Yeah, what is he, 6'8"?
I think he is.
6 something like that.
Something like that. Giancarlo Stanton, I don't think is that tall, right?
Yeah, I think he's a 6'4" guy.
Is he? He's 6'4", yeah.
Yeah.
Another base hit for the Tigers there, man. They're getting things done there.
I like the creams that they have.
I don't. This is not a uniform I like.
Does it look like a burnt marshmallow?
No, because it's looks like the San Francisco Giants, who I am a sworn enemy to. Los Angeles
That's an
Dodgers,
emotional
man.
answer.
No, yeah.
That's an-
Dodgers. I grew up. I don't like anything about the San Francisco Giants. Period.
Okay.
I root against them with everything and every time.
The only thing I don't like about San Francisco Giants is the even number years, like 2010, 12, 14. They decided to win a World Series every even number year, and then the Cardinals couldn't do anything. But I really dislike their City Connect uniforms. Do you ever pay attention to what the MLB is doing with the City Connect stuff? Yeah. So I actually love.
I don't like the Dodgers one. That all
that's
blue.
terrible.
That's horrible.
I think they missed on that one. But I actually like Wrigleyville's, the Cubs. I think the Cubs are pretty sweet. Milwaukee's that they just had is pretty sweet. I'll be really disappointed if the St. Louis Cardinals don't come out with the arch on their City Connect uniforms.
Ooh, that would be killer.
Because I have to have I'm a hat guy. If you haven't noticed, you pay attention to my stuff. I'm
not a hat guy like you, but I got a lot of hats.
Yeah, no, I don't even wear them. They're still flat billed, and I buy 5950s.
All right, now, I know we're talking hats, and we'll come back to that. But now, all right, here's the thing, and this is the other part of this question in this conversation we're having here as far as when you know, how many runs, when you let off. Are the Tigers stopping playing?
No.
No, and they shouldn't.
Right.
They're trying to get back in this game, score runs, and do that. So if I got a team like that that's coming back, scoring runs, and doing that, why would I stop playing?
That's fair.
And let them back in the game?
That's fair. Absolutely.
See,
I mean, it's got to. For me, it's when you have that feel. It's always a feel for me, right? Like
if it's
let's
22-0 in the top of the seventh inning, and you're pounding people, and you're still doing that, that's one thing. There are things in this, but we're watching this game. This is like the second or third inning, dude.
just top two. Yeah, top two.
You
No, I see. I buy into that. Like if they'd have come out there and the Gators would have come out and shut them out that next inning, that my home half of that inning, I'm probably not pushing the envelope like I did the first inning.
Agreed.
If the tone of that inning was, obviously they're scrapping, they're scoring, they're stealing bases, they're barreling some baseballs up, so they're trying to fight.
Yes.
Because they're still playing for something. Ego.
Little ball outside.
They're still playing for ego. They got pride. These are 14-year-old kids. They still don't like getting beat like this.
And I guarantee you, Coach has them fired up in the dugout. Hey, we ain't playing like that. We ain't going out like chumps.
I still love this dude's glasses.
We can't go out like chumps.
Right.
Don't
I get
do
it.
that.
I get it.
What
are you guys doing the rest of the day? You guys staying at the yard some more, or are you guys gonna go home and
we're gonna
get out of the heat soon?
There's a nice catch, and we're doing that on the run. See, make him throw you out. He went an all play. That was Parker World. Throw it in. Boom. There you go. Make him throw you out. We are going to hang, do a little more trivia, and do a couple things, but probably be a little bit.
Are you just gonna stay? Are you staying live, or are you just?
No. Again, we're not doing this live.
I gotcha.
This is all recorded. We'll throw this up for our show today. Probably do a little bit of this. Maybe get some video of some of the park and some other. And that'll be that for today.
It's a nice event. They're doing a really good job.
They are.
And I don't do that just obviously because I'm part of the show and I'm doing this is part of Game 7's recap and stuff like that. I actually really appreciate the work ethic that these guys have just in general. Guys coming up like we had an umpire that could not make it on time. So we had a backup umpire come in. The director was going to fill in. He's he's umpire at college. The director was going to step in and make sure we had two umpires. Then we got another umpire in here. Then we had another one when I was obviously able to get here on time. He come out of the field all panic mode. He's got the wrong shoes on. He's like, I don't have my black shoes. They're not oiled up or whatever. Polished. And I'm like, dude, just get out here to have fun, stay cool. You know what I mean? Get out of the heat. He's like, I appreciate Coach for not giving me the business. I'm like, I'm here to play baseball. Just
glad you're here.
Run around the field and make your calls, man. I'm not gonna moan about stuff. Let you do your job.
Hey, you know what?
I just like where they're going with their
I want
tournaments.
people to say, I've said this on the show. I'll say it here with you. You just saw your team play. Look. A blue misses a call, and everybody's in. Oh my God, the world is over. You terrible.
It's only one-sided though. It's only the call against, right?
Right, but even the people over there are probably going, "That is horrible," And everybody's doing that, right? We don't do that to the kid who just booted the ball, didn't get the out. Everybody's going, "Hey, pick your head up, pick your head up."
How? And this is kind of probably bush league of me here, but what would it be like if just the umpires just like lit into a shortstop after they made an error?
That's my point.
You know what I mean?
What are you doing, kid? Man, I was ready here to make a call. Come on, man, make a play.
What if that happened? I don't know if I would be disappointed as a coach or actually laugh. I think as a gamer if I'm in that situation, I'm probably a little ticked.
Yeah.
But
it definitely ain't professional.
No, God, no. But that other part of me is probably like kind of giggly.
Right.
I mean,
am I?
No, you're correct. I mean, I don't know if it's just that we think we can do anything we want, say anything we want, kind of things. But I don't mind giving some umpires some heat as long as it makes sense.
Right. Sure.
But at the end of the day, like, they work hard too. They make mistakes. Again, we talked about earlier in the show. Just be consistent. So either whether or not you're consistently good or consistently bad, just try to be consistent so I can get a feel for the game.
On average, there's more mistakes made by players than umpires in a game.
Oh, it has to be. I mean, not to pick on my shortstop because he's typically a really good shortstop for me. He made 2 of them.
Yeah.
He never misses those plays.
And you know what? And the thing of it was, Fisher, your pitcher, he didn't let it get to him. Stayed in the moment, stayed on the mound, pitched his butt off, and got himself out of this.
Right. I mean,
didn't go over there and stare at his shortstop and go.
Right. No, I get it, and that's the thing though. Is like that's why I try to tell the kids, like, do not worry about the umpire's calls.
No.
If late in the game it all of a sudden changes, then the next guy needs to adapt.
Right.
And so that's just adapt to what the situation is. If you're paying attention to it, we should know.
That's foul. We should know. You're right.
We should.
I agree.
Yeah.
I love this, man. We're just
I'm hungry though.
Touching topics. I know. I'm going to let you get out of here so you can go feed your feed your belly.
Well, I got my significant other's in the car probably waiting on me. She's probably sweating.
I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that. I'm sorry, bud.
She'll be okay.
Oh.
I'm taking her over to Coach and get her a purse, so she'll be all right. That's how we do things. You got to take care of the wifeys, right?
That's
right.
right.
I actually have no kids this weekend. They wanted to stay at their grandparents for some odd reason. Like, they were supposed to go to their aunt's house. She's got a pool and everything, but she's got summertime COVID. So this Thunder team's pretty good. That should be a pretty good game.
Is that St. Louis Thunder?
I'm not sure if they're from St. Louis or not. I just saw the name.
Or is it Midwest Thunder?
I'm not sure. I think they play the Gamblers next, right?
Yeah. I believe so.
They looked like a pretty good team yesterday.
Okay.
They got a lot of size too.
They won their game yesterday.
Yeah, I think they won big though, 12-0.
It is
like
St. Louis Thunder. St. Louis Thunder.
St. Louis Thunder.
Yeah, they did.
Not
they
sure
won
where they're from.
12-0.
But they looked pretty good.
St. Louis Thunder.
What?
They're from St. Louis.
Well, but I mean, listen, I'm the St. Louis tribe, but I'm from O'Fallon.
Yeah, I know. It was. Do you really go by St. Louis tribe?
No, I was making stuff up, so I wasn't. Didn't sound like the idiot on the air.
When we were talking over there, we were talking to the kids a little bit from that team, and they go, not East St. Louis. That's what they said.
That's funny.
So I said, okay, all right, they're the Missouri side.
You know what? So I played growing up. Well, not growing up, but as an adult baseball player, East St. Louis had some dudes that could play a lot of good baseball. And I think a lot of people sleep on that. But I think because it's such a good football town and basketball town, that that it's just baseball's not
kind
the
of
route.
An afterthought.
Yeah, it's not the route for them to get out of East St. Louis. So I just getting to see some of these older guys play, man, I'm like, dude, these guys are legit.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you oh no, I went and played basketball in college. I went and played football. I'm like, dude, you're really good at baseball. Like,
you could have done, yeah.
You might have been better at baseball than your other ones, because obviously some of these guys are, 5'10", 6'1", college basketball, junior college basketball, get it, but come on.
Could have gone.
Baseball's that size is, baseball
at
that size, you got to be 6'5".
Yeah.
6'4", 6'3".
It's
You're
just
trying to run a guard, in a college program or next level.
There's very few guys that make it under 6 foot.
Right.
Very, very few.
I can only think of a couple.
Yeah.
Spud Webb, as I know one of them, and then Nate Robertson.
Yeah, Nate
Robinson.
Robinson. It was Nate Robinson.
Robinson?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Both of them won dunk contests. Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts. And then the guys right at 6 foot, like a Steve Nash, a
Kerr.
John Stockton.
We're going. People watching the show probably have no idea who we're talking about right now.
John Stockton was a stud.
Oh.
And people don't know. Coach. Good. Coach Yates stopping by saying howdy. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And we're going to let you get out.
He's got a good tan going.
Yeah, he
Coach
does.
Yates
well,
does.
heck, dude, you're standing out in the middle of the sun. You can't do that, though. You got to
I'm in sleeves, man.
I know.
You should have seen me yesterday. I got my do-rag that I put on my head so I can keep the sun off my ears. Yesterday I had a hood on and everything, man. I'd sunscreened up. But yeah, you got to just a PSA, I guess, here or whatever. You have got to, if you're fair skinned, you make sure you get into the doctor or dermatologist, but protect your skin. You have to, especially if you're out here a lot. Obviously, these are a bunch of baseball parents and sports parents watching this. So, and I got another dermatologist appointment coming up. Got a couple spots I got to get looked at that are bothering me. So, make sure you take care of your bodies.
Mitch Thomas, guys.
Yes, sir. Justin, thank you as always. You're the man.
Podcast. YBMcast.
So does this mean I don't have to
Baseball
show
talk.
up on Tuesday? I can sleep in?
You can sleep in next Tuesday.
Sweet. What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Are we gonna have a
maybe
show?
Oh yeah. We'll
On
have a
Tuesday?
show. Yeah.
Well, I'll be there at 10:30.
I know you will.
I want to.
We're gonna have a show, dude.
I can't.
Monday,
wait.
I'm not gonna do anything.
I'm not doing anything on Monday.
I'm gonna sit around and veg on Monday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be outside, but I'm gonna be an adult outside, and I'm gonna do adult things outside because I want to. So
there you go.
I will say this much though, I can't wait to get back into our. I lost my train of thought here. Sorry.
Youth baseball, our talk, or
no, our perspective conversations
yeah.
when we get kind of
That's
deep into. Touching on some feelings, hearing, maybe hurting a few, stuff like that. I love those kinds of talks.
We're not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. We're just talking.
Well, but it creates an emotion, and I
hope not.
I'm not saying negative.
No, I know you're not. But we honestly mention this way I look at it. If people get emotional about it, stop. We're grown adults. Think. If you got it, and if you still hold to your thought about what you think about those things, fine.
I will say,
okay, but we can have a conversation. We are adults.
We talk about this a lot, off the air, you and I do, and how I am emotionally charged in this game, where sometimes I might use language that's not the best. I have learned over the last month or so, trying to take care of myself, right, that it's much easier to give it a second, to think about what you're doing, and then try to communicate, versus flying off the handle, wanting to drop F-bombs, or, getting into a 14-year-old kid like that. Now, sometimes it works,
Sometimes.
But like you said in our conversations, if you can avoid it, that's the route you're going to take. And I've learned that it does help knowing your athlete,
yes,
and who you can do that to and not. So having those conversations with you off air, believe it or not, has helped me.
And I've taken
at least it controls my emotion.
And I've taken that from professional dudes. You look at guys that manage and are successful, high-level successful coaches. They know they don't treat everybody the same.
Yeah.
They look at it from a personality standpoint, know how they can deal with an individual, and deal with that person from that standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that to me was one of the things, that you got to, as if you're going to coach and try and develop young players especially, is –
oh, that's a good pitch.
Is fine.
A little two-seamer maybe, a little sinker, maybe a little change. I'm not sure. It had a little dip
good
to
movement,
it. Yeah.
But finding that place where they respond.
Yeah.
That's the goal, right?
Because at the end of the day, I mean, this group that I have is that athlete, that come out of a little Rec Plus, maybe an A-level kid, never been really pushed like this, never been really, taught the small details of the game that obviously are probably the most important things. And now the expectations are there. We have teammates now. If you don't point to a foul ball or a ball up in the air, trying to help direct traffic for our catchers and stuff, our other guys on the bench are getting into you, or guys in the field point. It's like just goofy things like that come a long way, because when you watch another team not do it and they don't execute the play, and then you point and then we execute the play, it feels worth the conversations or worth the why we do something, and it's just an edge, right? It's just a competitive edge by helping our catchers understand where the ball is going. If they're trying to go down and block a ball and the guy tries to, foul that thing off, he's got his head down, not up.
Right.
He hopes that he makes the right call, turning on the right side of the body or left side of the body, but you need your teammates to tell you where it's at. So we try to do those small detail things, and you're starting to see the growth in our group. I'm very proud of those boys, and so we're just going to continue to work.
See what happens.
We got a lot of work to do.
That's okay.
I'm over 500 finally.
There you go.
I'm over 500. I'm super happy about that. I better not jinx myself. We got 2 games tomorrow. You got 2 games minimum.
We'll stop right there.
Thank you.
Stop right
Thank you.
there.
Cut me off because it's like, talking about the no-hitter when Michaelis is going in there.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I went to that's a nice play. I'll get up.
Oh, that's tough.
I went to the internet for some dumb reason. I went to social media and looked online. It's like Michaelis no-hitter through 8 2/3, and I see it all over my feed, and I'm going, there it goes. I turned the game off. What happened the next one? The baiter was playing in, gets over his head just barely. Don't talk about it.
Stop talking. Don't talk no more.
Somebody said something about, Titus's game. He's got the shutout going, and they're like, what if they get a runner at second base? I'm like, we don't talk about it. Just don't talk about it. He's still in a gym, man. He threw, 28 pitches or something in the first inning and ended up with 70-something on the day. Through 5 innings of baseball, 10, 11 pitches an inning.
That's good stuff.
Tough first inning,
Yeah.
Felt like he labored a little bit, but,
It was good.
not bad.
It was good.
He's a bulldog for us. I said we're going to burn him. We're going to burn him today. He'll be done for the tournament, though. I'm not going to.
okay.
I'm not going to do that.
and that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let him play.
You know what's going to happen, though, don't you? If we make it to Sunday, you know what he's going to tell me?
I can go.
He's going to tell me he can go.
You go sit down.
He's going to tell me he can go. But he only threw 70-something.
No. No.
I love it when the young man likes it. Like, he wants to take the ball from me. You know what I mean? Like, Coach, I got this. I'm gonna take it. No, I'm gonna protect your health, buddy.
You got to do. Yeah, you love that attitude, but
You got to protect the athlete. I've
that's
already did it
why
to
we're
him.
the coaches. And
I've done it to him once. And it's probably the only time I'm gonna do it to him.
Yeah. I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you.
Maybe.
No, stop it. Mitch Thomas.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, check out the podcast again. Subscribe, like, share this out. Thanks for stopping in, talking a little baseball on this fine Friday afternoon.
It's not bad under the shade. You got a nice wind whipping underneath here. Hopefully, it's not so much in the microphone.
No, that's why the
You got the good
covers.
stuff. I got you. I didn't know that. I thought that was just to keep my hot breath off there, so didn't stink up your microphones or something. I actually I got good hygiene.
Folks, we'll be back out here tomorrow at the ballpark. I don't know that we're going to be able to stream. I just don't think we got the capacity to do it. We'll see what happens. But if nothing else, we'll get some video, get some highlights, and we'll have some fun. Mitch, good luck the rest of the way, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop in a couple times. If I find you wherever you're at in the ballpark, text me if I'm done in between games because I know the way that our layout is. I think we're all on this field.
Yeah.
I'll stop by and sit in on you and have some topic of conversation and see how that goes.
Absolutely, bud.
Well, this weekend all we're doing is doubles, no dingers. We're on a big field. If one of my 14-year-old kids hit that ball over that 400-foot fence.
Will we have to fan you back to consciousness?
Yeah. I mean, that's a shot. Heck, the 320 is impressive as it is, right? I'll see you, Brian.
Hey, let him use that -5, bro.
we get to the championship game, I'll let them. That's terrible. That's terrible. I'm not going to let them. We're playing -3s, man. I don't play the time clock or anything. I play this thing out, man.
Oh, man.
You got to win the baseball game the way it's played.
Folks, have a great day in the Lord. All you pitchers, keep throwing strikes, and you hitters,
Hit them where they ain't.
we'll see you next time.